Welcome to the Bottle Poppin' Podcast, where Meg and Heather share their love for oils, friendship, and entrepreneurship. Let's get it poppin'.
Hey everyone, this is Meg.
Hello, this is Heather.
And we are the Bottle Poppin' Podcast. So what are we popping open today?
We are going to pop open a bottle of ginger.
Yes.
This is a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's sweet and spicy at the same time.
I agree. And like zingy, is
Yes.
that a word?
Yes, it definitely smells zingy. I like this scent.
Yeah, I do too.
It reminds me of food. Like I feel like I think of food when I smell the scent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that is how I primarily use ginger. So I would say for me, for our household, ginger is the oil that we cook with the most often. Like it's just so easy to have a drop of this versus trying to keep fresh ginger fresh.
Agreed.
Or even having to, grate ginger when you want ginger, where it's just like one drop in any type of sauce or soup is so easy. In fact, this week I made a beef and broccoli Instapot recipe that called for fresh ginger. And instead I just added a drop of this with the rest of the broth and stuff that went in there. And it just adds the perfect amount of flavor.
That sounds delicious. And I will take that recipe, please.
I will share it with you gladly.
We probably use this one the most for upset stomach stuff. So ginger is in the Digestin blend, and it is in the Tamer, the kids digestive blend, but ginger works great by itself in my mind too. I feel like I don't necessarily topically rub it on my stomach. I either do a drop in water and drink it, or I do they have throat lozenges of the ginger, which are really effective as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. So I actually have a free gut health quiz that I've created, and I'll put the link in the show notes and as well as on our social media so you can check that out. But at the end of the quiz, it tells you where in your digestive tract you might need additional support. And then it gives recommendations on food, lifestyle, and essential oils. And for sure, ginger shows up quite a bit because this is so amazing for different ways to support your digestive health. So just looking in one of the books I have here in front of me, it talks about nausea, stomach upset, vomiting, constipation, like it's the whole gamut. It's so amazing for that.
Well, and talking about nausea, I feel like it works really good for like car rides when people get car sick or things like that. I think it helps with that. And the smell is much more pleasant. Again, Digestin works super, super well. Ginger by itself smells better in my mind.
I totally agree. Yeah. I'm a big fan of this. It also, some other things it does, it can actually help with congestion as well. So it helps like break that up. So this would be a good thing for the mug, the steam mug that you shared about in Eucalyptus. Like this is a good one for that as well. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this oil. Something else I saw in here is that it helps with joint pain. And I found a really cool sounding, also refreshing, sounding. It's called a Throbbing Joint Blend. And so this calls for 12 drops of ginger, 10 drops of peppermint, 8 drops of eucalyptus, and then fractionated coconut oil. And so you would put all of this in a 10 milliliter roller bottle and basically shake it up and then roll it on your aching joints. And just the minty refreshment of peppermint and eucalyptus, but then also the soothing part of ginger would probably feel really amazing on aching joints. So that sounds like a really cool recipe that would probably help people out as well.
That does sound cool.
One other thing I want to mention about this oil, though, is the emotional use for this. I thought this was interesting. This is actually the oil of empowerment. And so it can help people feel empowered. And in the description, it talks even about how it can help people overcome victim mentality. And so always feeling like they are powerless. And so using this oil, diffusing it, or even applying it to your skin almost like a perfume could help you feel more empowered. And when I read that, I was thinking about recently, I was talking to somebody who went through a major tragedy and she was processing through it. And because of it, she was having a lot of GI issues. If you think about it, anytime we're really upset, we tend to have GI issues. And so I wasn't thinking about it from an emotional standpoint, but I did recommend ginger oil or even fresh ginger, but like making a cup of hot tea with either the fresh ginger root or a drop of this, and how that could be soothing and soothe her stomach. But I wasn't even thinking about in that situation. She had something tragic happen. And, when things unexpectedly happen, we do feel powerless. Like we're reminded that we don't have control of things. And so just drinking a cup of ginger, in your hot water could not only soothe the upset stomach, but also help you feel like, oh no, okay, I do still have choices. Yeah, can't reverse things, can't control everything, but I still have choices, that there still is empowerment there. So yeah, the soil's pretty amazing when you think about it from all those different standpoints.
Well, and to not end on something quite so heavy, I like in the Modern Essentials book, they list the historical uses, and there is quite the variety of historical uses for ginger as well. And so they have been used in gingerbread for up to 4,000. It was found up to 4,000 years ago in Greece. Yeah. Wow. So gingerbread's got a long history. It's been used in Egyptian cuisine. It's been used in Roman wine. It's been used in Indian tea and Chinese tonics. But then I also liked what the Hawaiians were traditionally doing with it. So they used it for shampoos and massage oils. That sounds great. To help with indigestion, sounds great. But my favorite thing that it lists here, and I don't really understand the background of it, it says that it was used to scent clothing.
Interesting. Yeah. So many uses.
So many uses.
Well, we hope that you learned something new by listening to this podcast. Definitely share it with somebody who you think would be interested in learning more about ginger and its uses as well. And as always, we'd love to connect with you. So go check us out at bottlepoppinpodcast.com or on social media at bottlepoppinpodcast. And also on the third Thursday of every month, we have our Ask Us Anything Zoom call. So we would love to have you jump on there, connect with us. It's just 30 minutes, but you can ask us any questions. We love helping you out and connecting with you. So we look forward to having you join us there as well. Have a great week. We'll have a new episode out next Friday.
Thanks for tuning in. For more information, you can follow these bottle poppin' ladies at bottlepoppinpodcast.com. Tune in next week to learn about what bottle we're poppin'. Until next time, take care. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This podcast is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease.